Today, I am reviewing the MSI Pro DP21 mini PC desktop. If at any time you'd like to explore this product for yourself and grab it at a great price, be sure to check the links below the video. If you are tired of a massive, dusty tower taking up half your desk space but you are not ready to commit to a laptop, the MSI Pro DP21 might be exactly what you're looking for. I have been using this little box as my primary workstation for the past 2 weeks, and it has been an interesting exercise in minimalism. You can check the links below the video if you want to see the current pricing or explore the full specs for yourself. But today I want to talk about what it is actually like to live with this thing day in and day out. Right out of the box, the first thing you notice is the footprint. It is tiny. At just over 2 liters in volume, it barely makes a dent on your desk. I ended up Visa mounting it behind my main monitor, and honestly, I forgot it was even there within an hour. If you are someone who values a clean, clutter-free workspace, the form factor here is a massive win. It is a professional, understated look that fits into a home office or a retail counter without drawing any unnecessary attention to itself. Now, let's talk performance. This unit comes with the Intel Core i3-13100, which might sound underwhelming if you're used to reading marketing hype about top-tier gaming chips. However, for 99% of office tasks, web browsing, and media consumption, this processor is surprisingly snappy. I spent my time running multiple Chrome tabs, a few background apps, a spreadsheet, and a Zoom call all at once, and it handled the load without stuttering. The UHD 730 graphics are not going to let you play modern AAA titles, so do not buy this expecting a gaming rig. But for 4K video playback and basic productivity, it is more than capable. The biggest strength of this machine is how accessible it is. Most mini PCs are a nightmare to open, but MSI made the top panel very easy to remove. Once you get inside, you realize this is a platform built for longevity. It comes with 8 GB of RAM, which is fine for basic tasks, but I would highly recommend adding a second stick to get into dual-channel mode if you plan on doing any serious multitasking. The fact that you can push this up to 64 GB means you are not going to be forced to replace the whole computer when your workload eventually grows. You also have those 2 extra 2.5-inch drive bays, which is a huge plus if you have an old hard drive sitting around that you want to use for backups or file storage. However, it is not all perfect. I do have a few gripes. First, the Wi-Fi card included is an AC standard, which is definitely showing its age in 2024. If you have a high-speed Wi-Fi 6 or 6E router, you are not getting the full potential of your connection here. I ended up plugging it directly into my Ethernet port, which I would suggest for anyone who wants a stable connection for video calls. Also, while the port selection is decent with the USB-C and the COM port for legacy or industrial devices, the Bluetooth version is 4.2. It is a bit dated, and I noticed some slight latency when using my wireless mechanical keyboard compared to my other machines. Another thing to keep in mind is the noise profile. When the fan kicks in under a heavy load, it has a bit of a high-pitched whine. It is not loud enough to drown out a conversation, but if you are working in a dead silent room, you're going to notice it. If you are sensitive to fan noise, you might want to tuck this under the desk or behind a monitor rather than having it sitting right next to your ears on the desktop. So, who is this for? If you are a student, a remote worker who mostly deals with documents and browser-based apps, or a business owner looking for a reliable, compact machine for a point-of-sale system or digital signage, this is a fantastic value. It is straightforward, it is easy to fix, and it does exactly what it says on the box. You can look at the links below to see if the current price point makes sense for your budget, but in my experience, the flexibility of the hardware makes it a better long-term investment than a similarly priced laptop where everything is soldered to the board. Who should avoid this? If you are a video editor, a 3D designer, or a gamer, look elsewhere. You will hit the ceiling on this processor and the integrated graphics way too quickly, and you will end up frustrated. You should also skip this if you are absolutely allergic to upgrading hardware, because while it is easy to do, you really do need to add a bit more RAM to get the best experience out of Windows 11. Overall, the MSI Pro DP21 is a practical, no-nonsense tool. It isn't trying to be the fastest computer on the planet, and it isn't trying to be a fashion statement. It is just a well-built, compact desktop that gets the job done and gives you enough room to grow. If you've been looking for something that is easy to hide but powerful enough to handle your daily grind, this is definitely worth a look. Don't forget to check the links below if you want to dig into the specific details or check the latest pricing. Thanks for watching, and I hope this helps you decide if this mini PC is the right fit for your desk.